Leadership helper. When it comes to change in the lodge, many leaders fear that change will disrupt tradition or change the ritual. Nothing of the sort is suggested. In fact, from everything we have learned, the ritual is not the problem. Having allowed the ritual to become all the lodge has to offer a member that is the problem. So where can you safely begin? The answer is painfully clear. Begin with the fundamentals. Good fellowship. However, improving great fellowship in a lodge is no different from planning for an event. You need a plan. Here is a plan for improving the levels of fellowship and friendliness in your lodge. It begins with an assessment of where you are today and uses that information to help you forge a new future. Background. Men become Masons for many different reasons. However, research clearly shows that making new friends and enjoying the fellowship of the men they meet are high on their list of needs. When they find good fellowship and make new friends, they remain active. When they do not, they leave. Good fellowship is the leader's responsibility together with every man in the lodge. What does fellowship mean? More correctly, what does good fellowship mean? Clearly, some Masons have lost the meaning because nationwide, Masons seldom give their own lodge grades higher than a C+ when it comes to this fundamental lodge behavior. Rather than focus on the don'ts, let's consider a few do's. You get your officers into greeting all members. Do plan your meeting elsewhere so you are available for fellowship. Do make sure your newest members get acquainted with their peers. Do discourage groups of the same guys telling the same stories or old jokes. Do plan a mixer activity to get men speaking to one another. Do let the members know what your goals for fellowship are. Do ask your members about the progress you make. Do ask your newest members how they feel. Reasons for leaving. Among the more amazing statistics are those which show that among the 90% of new members who lose interest in a lodge inside of 1 year, poor fellowship and an unfriendly lodge atmosphere were the two most frequently stated reasons why they said they were not going back. If we are going to correct this problem, we need a plan of action and need to install this plan in our lodges. There are 3 steps you need to consider. 1. Form a lodge fellowship team and ask them to put together a plan for the lodge with the objective being 100% new member satisfaction with the way they were welcomed to the lodge. 2. Make every member aware of his role in creating a favorable, friendly, and warm reception for new members. 3. Ask new or existing members how well you are creating a warm, friendlier climate in the lodge. Use the information you receive to revisit and revise your plan. Now, we are going to look into 10 ways to improve fellowship and welcome a man in the lodge. 1. Greet him upon arrival by name. Introduce yourself and other members of his same age, or without someone to talk to. 2. Watch his actions to make sure he is never alone. 3. Make sure he meets someone his own age or with the same interests. 4. Ask all members to recognize your newest member or guest and act accordingly. 5. Make a point of introducing him during the meeting. 6. If you are serving a meal, make sure he sits with someone he can talk to. 7. Make a point of staying behind after the meeting and thanking him for attending. 8. Write a letter to him after the meeting thanking him for attending. 9. Ask the master and the secretary to speak with him personally. 10. Write a letter to him at his home if the event was a significant one. Sum it up. Some may consider these ideas as too basic. Yet, these are the simple but important behaviors we once may have had and lost as we became wiser and perhaps stuck in a rut of sameness. Breaking out of a mold can be great, especially if the results include a warmer and more friendly lodge where members return because going to the lodge is an event. One thing and only one thing a Masonic lodge can give its members which they can get nowhere else in the world. That one thing is Masonry. Carl H. Claudy. Subscribe to Masonic Audiobook Library and give a thumbs up.